we get to a point where, like anything, we don't have the opportunity for new leasing activities, then as a matter of fact, as a matter of just the way business operates, companies are going to begin to withdraw capital expenditures. The withdrawing of capital expenditures in a particular area will have a detrimental impact on the economies of certainly of our coastal states, from Cameron all the way over to Jefferson on the Gulf Coast. So that's real, and that affects. There's faces behind those places. You know, when we talk about Cameron and we talk about Abbeville and we talk about Morgan City and New Iberia and Houma and Lafitte and Venice and Plaquemine, those are places, but there are real faces behind those. And there are faces that believe that producing American energy is not only good for them, but it's good for this country. They believe in a balance of the three E's. One thing I think is important for America to understand, that the people on the Gulf Coast love their woods and waters. They love their woods and waters. We proudly call ourselves the sportsman's paradise. I saw one article not too long ago in the National Geographic that said that coastal Louisiana would make the Florida Everglades look like the petting zoo. It's amazing what happens in here with regards to fisheries, simultaneously interacting with energy. It's not an either-or place. We're not an either-or people. We're not an either-or nation. And I'm concerned that the policies that are being talked about, the interruption of lease sales, will end up causing energy prices to spike, because the best way to make sure that we have fair, affordable energy prices is to have access to a domestic supply. And what we do in the Gulf of Mexico is not just a domestic supply, it's a supply that's owned by America. So what happens offshore, so many of the benefits go directly to the federal treasury. And I'm concerned that jobs would be interrupted. I saw an article here recently that, again, job losses predicted as a result of these policies. And that's one thing. It's one thing to have the job losses here. But we've had 6 recessions from 1973 to 2019 in this country. And each one of those recessions were preceded by a spike in energy prices. As goes America's access to affordable, not cheap, affordable energy, so goes America's economic performance. It's not debatable. I recently was doing some research on automobile sales in America compared to energy prices. And when we go through a period of flat energy prices, we increase automobile sales in this country. So in a strange way, the worker in the Gulf of Mexico is connected to the union worker in Michigan who's building cars, who are then connected to the transportation worker who's building roads. 75 million people a year travel to Florida. And they travel to Florida either in a vehicle or perhaps an airplane or a train, all fueled by energy. It has to be affordable. And so what we do here, I think, is important for the country. And we're concerned that that may be pushed off the table because of politics, not because of smart policy.